Brian Shaw and Steve Smith in the backcourt.
Now we see Kevin Lockery and Phil Jackson preparing their Indiana Pacers that had been to the playoffs a couple other times, but they have no idea what they're in for when the Dobermans are turned loose by Chicago.
Bulls have never lost to Miami, as you see by that graphic. The season that he feels is going to help kind of experience in terms of playing under pressure.
Glenn Rice at the power forward and Grant Long at the center, and almost teams.
We have a delay because of the other clocks are working.
Character of the players. The
left, as you look at that picture, will be playoff experience in any start. Michael Jordan turning it in.
Guarding point guards, most of it.
And Jordan spears the rebound. We've played over a minute, no score. Chicago in a hurry. And nice. Now Grant Long. And Jordan another rebound. And it gives up. On the rebound, a loose ball foul whistle. Long missing. Jordan. Ahead. Brian Shaw to the hoop. And the Heat. Playoff points ever. Paxson with 10 on the shot clock. Michael Jordan over Rice.
Well, this is a matchup inside. They're trying to take advantage of the fact that John Paxton is going to take advantage of that.
We talked about that with Kevin Lockery today at the shoot-around. Ball out of bounds. It belongs to Miami.
I thought that Kevin
Smith at the controls against Jordan. Quick drive by Smith. Got bumped. Count. And the
very difficult year. You see how he finishes the drive there.
In the regular season, Smith was a Scottie Pippen against Rice, and he is fouled. Pippen to shoot two.
He had a game. It's their top scorer. It's their interior lead. He had a game on their backs. He had looked in the mirror the night before.
Points to this point. Shaw turns it in. Nice drive by Likely switches out. The Bulls punch into the mismatch. Cartwright over Rice.
That's as Kevin Lockery told him.
Steve Smith guarded by Cycli against Cartwright. Pass in Miami, steps out to his
side. He's got the quick turnaround off the glass. Let's him go outside and shoot.
Super pass by Jordan missed, but drew the foul. He'll shoot two after the...
Here to stay for the duration.
Kevin Halls, he's leaving Rice in the game. With 6:51 left in the quarter. In one.
Well, you know, there's a couple of theories on that. One is you want to get them out immediately, and then you can get them back in the second quarter.
At 5. The shot clocks and game clocks working at both ends. That points and the Heat in front.
It's like a volleyball tap.
Here's Jordan on the pirouette, and Cartwright is open.
One of the things Kevin Lockery told us at the shoot-around was he wasn't going.
Glenn Rice against Pippen. A through try by Rice. Scottie Pippen with his second. And let's see how Phil Jackson plays it. A sluggish start by the defending champs. Joel Paxson ahead to Pippen. Blowing past Rice. Pippen blowing past Rice. Now Shaw doubled. Long to Cycli. Good recognition by the Heat. Grant Long. And the Heat back to Scottie Pippen under the Grant. Paxson dancing Pippen under the Grant.
Give Scottie Pippen the ball. Clear out for him and let him take Glenn Rice off the dribble. Clear out for him and let him take Glenn Rice off the dribble.
Over Shaw instead, and Jordan has 6. Time with a little over 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Why it happened.
Opening night elsewhere in the inside. It's Rice against Paxson. Jordan the block as he recovered, knowing that Rice wanted to post. It was Hansen, I'm sorry, that he had posted.
Well, this is going to be the next step up for Glenn Rice. He's going to have to learn to read the double teams.
And Shaw. Long for 3. Rimming no. And
well, it'll be interesting to see if the size of the Miami Heat guards 6.
Cartwright drops it for Jordan. Jordan against Smith. Ball to Jordan. Jordan off the drive. 8 points for him, a 2-point Miami lead. Near the bottom. Their first 3 years in the league, but this year they ranked very high in team free throw percentage. Cartwright open, right back to Jordan. And the rebound to Jordan. He's going to run out.
Well, I'd like to see Kevin Edwards show a little more pace. I'd like to see let that guy shoot a little bit if you want.
It was Rice over Hansen. Now Chicago looking 2 for 1, and Jordan zigs and zags. And now Chicago looking 2 for 1, and Jordan zigs and zags.
I look for Kevin to get a timeout.
The game clock will get it again on 24-second possession.
Now, you talked about how the Miami Heat has improved their free
Clock in the game clock and 17 to shoot. The Heat to steal. Smith on the run out, and Miami in front by 3. Maybe got a piece of it. Hansen, the turnaround shot. 3. Looking forward. 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 Off the cut, Pippen score the goal. The 2 fouls is guarded by Keith Askins. Off the cut, Pippen score.
Oh my, Scotty foul here, but the way he holds. He has a way, JD, of kind of holding. It's kind of a pointless series, isn't it?
Jordan in the post against Kevin Edwards.
They may.
Scottie Pippen to Jordan in the post against Kevin Edwards and company.
For that, they sent the double advantage of the size of Allen Ogg coming over on the double team. He smells it coming, see it? And he turns and fades towards the baseline, negating the 7'1" size. See it? And he turns and fades towards the baseline, negating the 7'1" size. That's instinctual. It's brilliant.
He's got 14 points in the contest, all of the Chicago points from the backcourt. Eliminated in the least. Michael Jordan for the Kevin Edwards. Eliminated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Not intimidated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Intimidated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Askins to cycling. Askins again. 2 in a row. Selecting the Budweiser player of the game.
There's that size on the double.
Pippen right back into Grant. That's about 3
of the size that they're sending. Your size is on the baseline. It's going across. Someone has to.
Missed steal by Edwards. Jordan after the fake. And Purdue trying to keep it alive. A foul call. By Bimbo Coles, who has come in. Jordan off the drive, a punch into Grant again.
How strong Horace Grant is. This 160 spin, that's unbelievable.
Cycling is stopped by Purdue.
Well, Horace Grant takes the role of being the person that sits in the third.
Miami throws ahead against the pressure. Cycling over Purdue. They understand that pressure.
Anytime a team presses you, you should punish them for pressing.
Scott Williams has checked in for Chicago, replacing Will Purdue of the Bulls in Chicago. And why not? Miami will get a severe taste, I'm sure, at the start of the third quarter of whether it had its effect. The Bulls into only their... Michael Jordan back for the Bulls, and
higher low side, you end up giving up a 3-pointer, so it's a pretty good...
Grant Long against Livingston, and there's Rice open, but blocked and blocked again. Scott Williams before the game, Dick, when we were standing out on the floor, you said...
The size of Scott Williams. As we see Glenn Rice go up inside, and he gets blocked from behind, and then blocked...
Jordan guarded by Shaw. Michael quick move to the hoop and finishes lefty. Michael quick move to the hoop and finishes 18 points. That was Pippen the steal. Livingston, Pippen, and Jordan. Livingston, Pippen, and Jordan. The Bulls have their biggest lead.
I mean, if there was a fourth.
This is the 20. Chicago Stadium to life. 4:46 left to go in the first half.
Well, Dobermans are being sent out to go to work off of Michael's shoulder. And that's what, but he was sending
On the board already before halftime. That foul on Michael. In fact, they do a lot of three-point shooting out of it. Here's Jordan. Point shooting out of it. Here's Jordan.
Get out of my way! Oh my Lord! You did, I did. The whole scores table fell. He decides to elevate his game. He says, "Get out of my way!" Oh, game. He said. He says, "Get out of my way, my way." Oh my Lord! Game early. Was there good transition defense? The fact that the
Paxson looking for Jordan. He's on fire. Jordan knocked it away. It's out of to Miami with 15 to shoot. Everything now the Bulls are contesting. Pippen. Steve Smith right back to Rice. Good play.
plays.
20. Rimming no, and Pippen controls the rebound. Scottie Pippen under to Grant.
How they got back in transition and how.
Cycling. A pitch out to Long. 10 on the shot clock. Jordan against Rice.
This will be his third foul unless he lets him go. Sometimes a player just has to take his entire team on his own talented broad shoulders. Look at this, Michael. Michael knew that the team was that he needed baskets and they needed inspirational baskets. He provided.
Michael Jordan with 12 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second. Lob to Paxson. Now Jordan from just inside 5. He committed a lot of people to following the ball, Dick. Rice gets the dunk, and I think that because they knew the Bulls were up against. And now it's Jordan again. He's in for an Astro-like performance. He's on Cycling. Pippen driving hard to the hoop. Paxson.
Pretty well matched up now.
Pippen driving hard to the hoop.
You got to make him take the jump shot back off.
The long up-court attempt wide to the right by. And at the half, the Bulls have their biggest lead in Chicago Stadium.
And you know what you're going to do when Michael Jordan is wide open. 20-footer all net.
That's
Here you got Pippen coming down right to the airman, and he takes off just to show everybody, I'm right here. I love that.
The game. It was Miami for the most part. In the first half, the Bulls only led briefly, but then with Michael Jordan